Hi, real quickly, just want to show a clip of me killing a hacker. Very cool. That doesn't happen very often. I thought it was swag. This guy isn't like hopping or anything, so it's not like insane. But still, look at that. Yay. Hooray for SkyWars. I think I do a little dance. Whee! I have something that is absolutely blowing my mind. Now, before I start talking about it, hello. Before I start talking about it, it's important to know that I'm going to explain it very poorly, and you guys are just gonna have to deal with that. If you would like to do your own research afterwards, I would highly encourage that because it's been fascinating me. It's rare that something occupies my mind as strongly as this has like started. I don't know. I'll be like driving, I'll be like, whoa, that's still crazy. So, anyways, okay. I want everyone watching this video to. Ooh, these are the. That's the spleef snowball combos. Yeah, I want okay. This is we all locked in. We got it. Okay, I want everyone watching this video to picture your average, just the first thing that comes in your mind when you hear the word pig, like just the animal pig, like just okay. I'm talking like pink farm bred for it's a farm pig. It's like I don't know. I don't really know if this applies to the tiny ones, but it's just we all good. You guys got this. You're smart. I believe in you. Okay. Apparently, and this is again, you're gonna think I'm bullshitting, but if you Googled it, it's true. And I'm not saying that you should trust everything on Google, but this is real. This is on the news. There's so many things that you can find about it. Again, not saying that everything on it's good. Okay. Trust no one, question everything, but also listen to this because this is so cool. Okay, pigs. Apparently, if a wild pig escapes captivity, right? Like it just like I don't know, the fence blows up or whatever, and the pigs get out. I'm doing a really good job of climbing up this. This is good. We're okay. Oh my god, I should breathe. If a pig were to escape captivity and like walk into the woods, there is a sleeper gene. That's what they call it. Is a sleeper gene. It's like a secret. It's a secret thing that gets activated inside of them. So this means that any pig that escapes into the wild can and has the ability to revert back into a wild boar. Let me say that again for you guys. Any pig has the ability. It's like, you know how dogs aren't wolves? Okay, I don't know what we did differently with dogs than we did with pigs, but we did an infinitely worse job with pigs because any pig can turn back into a wild boar. Now, you might have some questions, like Sam and I, what does that mean? Like what process are they undergoing? What I mean by this is that if a pig is in the wild for a long enough time, and apparently a long enough time is like a matter of like 2 months, like 2 or 3 months, this is what happens. They become completely feral. So, like, they get aggressive. Like, they just, I don't know, hopped up on whatever, but they could become completely feral, grow coarse, sharper fur, and then grow tusks. Which, just in case you all were confused, your average domesticated pig does not have giant, super sharp tusks. They grow tusks and become feral. So, like, and what's so wild to me about this, it's so fascinating, because pigs are already like crazy smart. Like I don't know. I feel like that's a fact that everyone learns in like kindergarten or something. It's like, oh, did you know that pigs are actually like super smart? I didn't realize it was to the extent where they're intelligent, but they can also they also have steroids inside of them, like wild steroids. That's essentially like I don't know. They're in the wild. They're not being like spoon fed every day in their life, and they're like, oh wait, I have to survive and fend for myself, so I guess I'm going to turn into the Hulk. I'm going to just, because I can just do that. That's just something that I can do. All pigs can do that. This is common knowledge in pig society. I used to have this thing. I used to have this theory that ants were going to be the animal that would take over the world. Like, if there was going to be an animal to take over the world, it'd be ants. And my logic for that was, like, they already have society. So, like, the size thing is, like, if they organized like well enough and they had like a technological revolution, like it'd probably be ants. However, I am swiftly changing my stance because a intelligent pig that all of them can turn back into wild boar, it's like all pigs versions of like Captain America. Like they super serum themselves. So a news story. I think this was like 2013. So they've had years to gather. We don't, I mean, can you guys imagine if there were like complex, like warrior pig society? I'm getting ahead of myself. That's not true, but you know what I mean, where I don't know, it's fun to throw. I'm a storyteller. This is my craft. In like 2013, we had this thing where a bunch of farmers on the like border, the US Canadian border, a bunch of farmers were experiencing these boars like destroying their crops out of nowhere, and they were like, what is going on? What are these, like, what's going on with these boars? So here is, as a society, what we were like, this is the term. These pigs were deemed super pigs, and the reason super pigs exist, this is the plot of a movie. The reason super pigs exist is because an overabundance of domesticated pigs were bred in Canada to adhere to a booming pork industry, right? So all of these pigs were going to be, like, killed and eaten as pork, because that's how pork works. And they were all of these, because the pork industry was just booming, I guess. Like, everyone wanted pork, and so they just bred a shit ton of pigs that reproduced really easily so that they could make a lot of pork. Then, for whatever reason, the pork market crashes, and they just have all of these pigs that started to escape because no one cared about them anymore. Like, the farmers just, like, there was no reason that there was an overabundance of pigs. Like, there was too many pigs. So all of these pigs started rapidly escaping into the wilderness. The little gene activated because they were in the woods for like 2 months, and that's the timeline apparently. They turned into super pigs with tusks and then started invading the US border. So just like literally like squads of, I don't know, they weren't doing anything. They were just going to farms. We have a ton of farms. That's like what the whole country is, farms. But it's like literally squadrons of super pigs. That's what the news called them. Super pigs invaded US border. This is so crazy. And they just started coming and destroying farmers' crops. And the reason that they're so crazy is because originally they were domesticated pigs that were bred to reproduce super quickly. And then the feral gene just like perked up. So now you have these like essentially like these pigs with powers, like super Captain America pigs that are reproducing at an alarmingly fast rate for pigs. Like, they don't normally do that, and then they just, and I couldn't find, there's no recent stuff on them. I don't know what happened to the super pigs. Like, what's up with that? What they do? I don't know. I don't know if they were hunted. Were there special new laws that was like, you can hunt the boars because they're a problem and they're coming in from Canada? There are so many theories you could do. Did Canada do this on purpose? Like, what a conspiracy that would be. Anyways, this has captured my attention in a way. Much less the conspiracies about US-Canadian relations and much more just the fact that pigs can do this in the first place. But it's been blowing my mind, and I figured it's been a long time since I actually went on here and just ranted about something that's absurd that's in my brain. And I was excited to talk about it because I keep thinking about them, and I don't know, there's just... it's so fascinating. I don't, like, every person that watches this video, I encourage you to do your own research. Society needs that. We have to get information that is reliable. Don't take your information from me. Do your own research about this. But I'm just saying, like, if you were going to do research about something fascinating, this is the perfect thing. How interesting is that? If none of you are perplexed by this or as interested in it, then I don't know. The SkyWars gameplay is fine. These games were pretty solid. But, like, how wild is that? It doesn't make sense. Well, I guess it does, but still, I've just been... I wanted to share this with the world, because I haven't seen anybody talk about it until... I don't even know how I found out the fact. Like, I don't know if there was an article I read. I don't remember where this came from in my brain. But regardless, that is what I wanted to discuss. That was... Goodbye. Whee! Okay, sorry I sounded absolutely deranged. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Goodbye.